In this video, I'm going to show you the best way to make your first 1 million gold. It's going to be a mixture of farming and also cross-round flipping. So to get started with cross-round flipping, you are going to need a little bit of gold that you can actually use to invest into items. So you want to pick one gold farm, which will give you steady gold, preferably current content, so the items sell extremely quickly. So I'm going to show you the best solo gold farm for current content right now. Dark Flame Cleft Follower Dungeon Cloth Farm. And there are a few requirements to do this efficiently and to make as much gold as possible, but you can make over 40,000 gold per hour doing this solo, and the items sell instantly. So you're going to need tailoring, and you want to go ahead and put 30 points into textile treasures. You also want to have 30 points in quality fabric. And you also want to unlock these two right here, which is Dawnweave and Dustweave tailoring. This will allow you to get all the cloth. You also want inscription, and you want to put them into these points right here, which will allow you to get the Dark Moon cards. Now what you want to do is you want to open up dungeons and raids, and you want to queue for the follower dungeon for Dark Flame Cleft. And this is basically a follower dungeon where it's just you that enters the dungeon with 4 NPCs if you haven't ran one of these before. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be killing all of these mobs that are in this first room right here. And we're going to be resetting the dungeon and doing this over and over again. You can do this 50 times per day on each character, well, on each different realm. Now there is a trick where you can actually get past the limitation, which I'll talk about a bit later on in this video. But basically what you want to do is you want to use a macro, and I'll have the macro down below in the description box. And what you do with this macro is when you finish running the dungeon, you basically jump, click the macro, and then you jump again. And this will allow you, instead of zoning in and out of the dungeon when you re-queue, you'll actually be able to queue for the next dungeon inside of the dungeon. Now this will save you some time on the loading screen that it takes to get into the next run, because you're going to be doing run after run, just clearing the very first room. This is the most efficient way to do it. So as you can see, we just kill the mobs, we jump once, and then we go ahead, click the macro, jump once again as soon as we land, and this will allow us to not get zoned out of the dungeon where we can just instantly queue right away. Now this macro is completely allowed, and I will have it linked down below. Well, I will have it posted down below in the description box if you want to go ahead and copy the macro so that you can use it yourself. If you want to level up your gold making and stay up to date with all the latest and best methods of making gold in all versions of World of Warcraft, then I recommend that you check out GoldCap. GoldCap has over 100 member guides of all of the best ways to make gold, and also we're uploading new guides every single day covering the latest and newest methods of making gold in all versions of World of Warcraft. On top of that, there is live price data on the website. This way you can see if an item is currently worth farming or not. On top of that, we also have complete guides for all versions of World of Warcraft with a gold making guide and also a flipping guide for each version of World of Warcraft. I also have a team of the best gold makers in the game that are going to be helping you out every step of the way and writing guides for you. The team will be over in the Discord, and there's premium channels. If you're a member, you'll get access to the premium channels in the Discord where the team will help you out one-on-one with any questions that you have about making gold. To get access to all of the member content, simply head over to GoldCap. We have two different plans. We have a monthly plan, which is $10, and a yearly plan, which is $100 per year. If you go with the yearly, you're going to save 15%. And on top of that, if you want to save an extra 10%, make sure that you use code BUFFY10. Hope to see you over on GoldCap and also in the GoldCap Discord and community. Now let's get back to the video. Now you're going to be able to do 50 runs per day on your character on each realm. Now what I mean by that is, for an example, if you have a character on one realm and you do the 50 runs and you reach the lockout limit, what you can actually do is you can go on to a different realm and you can actually do another 50 runs on the second realm. And for some reason, what it will actually do, once you have done the other 50 runs on the second realm, is it will reset the limit on the first realm. So you can juggle back and forth in between two different realms of characters that are doing this. And this is how you bypass the limitation of 50 runs per day. And I'm not sure if this is intended, but you can actually do this and hundreds of people are using this method to do this farm. So I'd highly recommend doing this. Obviously though, if you don't have 2 level 80s on different realms, you can just do the 1 character on 1 realm, and you can do the 50 runs per day, and by doing this you will easily make a couple of tokens every single month just from doing the 50 runs that they actually only take 25 minutes to do all 50 runs before you reach the lockout limit. So it's extremely quick to do these runs. Now there is a method where you actually can get a few more mobs and it takes a little bit longer, which works pretty good for people that want to get a bit more out of this farm and they only have 1 character on 1 realm. Now I will show you at the end of the video how to do that method, but it's pretty simple and it's a good way. But this way that I'm showing right now, just clearing the very first room, is by far the most efficient way to go ahead and do this. But obviously you're going to reach that 50 run limit within about 25 minutes. So you do need to be using the method where you have a character on a different realm and where you can basically get past the 50 per day limit that this follower dungeon is going to be giving you. Now after you're done the follower dungeon, you can do 50 runs per day on each realm. So if you just have 1 realm, after you're done those 50 runs, then it is time to start doing some cross realm flipping. If you're just getting started with this, I recommend making around 5 to 10 characters on different realms. You're going to need TSM groups with operations to post these items correctly. I do have an in-depth guide which has my TSM string import for my groups and my operations if you want to get that inside of my flipping guide. But once you have that set up, you can go ahead and you can register on flippingpower.com. If you want to try this out for your first month completely for free, you can use the code freetrial and this will give you 1 month completely for free. Once you've done setting up the settings with your realms that you have characters set up on, it's time to start finding some items with Flipping Power. And basically what this tool does is that it will find you the best possible deal for every single item in the game that meets all of these different criteria and filters that you can go ahead and set that actually are good for your style of flipping. Now once you have the filter set up, you want to click on the sell average versus buy price, and this will sort it from the highest percent to the lowest percent, basically showing you the best deals first and then working their way down. As you can see, we can get a looter ring for only 3 gold on this realm right here. So let's go ahead, log into this realm and buy this item. So this is an item with a very high sell rate, meaning it's going to sell very quickly. And what you can do, once you actually find the item, you can click on the name, it will copy the name, you can paste it straight into the auction house, and as you can see, we actually got 2 of these for only 3 gold each, and we should be able to resell these anywhere from 5 to 20,000 gold a pop. So it is super easy and basically free gold. Spending 3 gold to go ahead and resell it for 9.4k, I'll do that all day long. And basically that is what you want to do. You want to make sure that you're buying a bunch of items and have those up on the auction house. Now because we're doing cross realm flipping, you only want to post 1 of each item on each realm. So what you can do is you can use the warband bank to move any other items over to different realms and then post them on there, spreading them out across multiple different realms. Another method that works really good, instead of just focusing on the high sell rate items like I showed before, you can focus on the war within recipes. This is a great beginner market because the sell rate on these is super high and these items sell extremely quick. So to do that, you want to set the expansions to the war within and the category to recipes, and this will show you all of the best deals for the war within recipes. So we have a really good deal here. Let's go ahead, click on the name of the item, log into the realm that it tells us to log into, paste this into the auction house, and there it is right there. There's actually a few of them. So what we could do, because we're cross realm flipping, we could buy a few of these that are good priced. We could put them in the warband bank, and then we could spread those out across multiple different realms that have a much higher price. So we put them in the warband bank. To access the warband bank, if you didn't know, you can just talk to any banker in the game and then go to the warband bank tab, and then you can put the items in. And as you can see, we got them out of the mailbox. Let's throw them in the warband bank here. And now what we can do is we can log on to any other realm on our Battle.net account, even if it's on WoW account 2, and we can actually access the same warband bank, remove the items, and this will take them out of the warband bank, basically moving them from one realm to another realm. Now on Flipping Power, it does have a realm suggestion for the highest possible price. So you could go ahead and you could do it on that specific round that it tells you to. Or if you're using my TSM operations from my flipping guide or flipping course, it will automatically only post items at a profitable price, and it will only post them of one of each item each round and only at a profitable price. So basically the TSM operation does all of the hard work for you. However guys, this would definitely be the best way to make your first 1 million gold, doing a mixture every single day, doing your 50 runs of the follower dungeon, and then with the gold that you make from that, investing that into flips with items that have a very high sell rate. This way, within a few days, you'll be able to sell the items and make that 1 million gold that you're trying to make. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more gold making content.